Okay, next is going through the collision test pair and the collision test self. So inside of the collision test self, this is the information that I have in here. Inside of the test pair command, I have the first one, the group 1 and group 2. It's passing in the collidable group and collidable collision volume AABB for the pair, and then the collision dispatch. This is for the test self. Going back over to the C++ of the collision test self, this is the first check for the AABB group test. If it's true and they intersect, then it shows it. Then we go through and get the collection for the collider. Iterate through. We go through the second layer, so we're checking the collision for the default B spheres of the item. So we're checking the intersection for that. And if it is true, then we go over here into the actual intersection between the collision volumes themselves. So whatever the collision volume type may be, if it's a B sphere or an OBB and ABB, this is where it does that intersection check. And yep, this is for the test pair. Jumping over here to the test self. So since you're inside your own BB, jump right into the B sphere test. And then you check the sphere versus sphere, and then the second layer, collision volume versus collision volume. And I believe going over next to, I think that's what covers everything for the collision itself. I covered most of it inside of my last video. So there is no graphics object, the accessors, you got the data update, the intersection, and we use the visitor pattern. As far as the OBB intersection, I did not create a base class for the two AABB and OBB to derive from, so I left it as is. So the new data is for the AABB for the collection, so the collidable group does not have the information for the AABB. The collision manager is the one that has it. Triggering collision group updates, so that's what it does. The collision group updates is inside of the collision manager, and we do have the destructor with proper cleanup. So the collision test, so the data is constant referenced to collection ID. It is constant references. There are no copies, and they are tiered as I had shown. And I will show the collision for the terrain as far as a separate section of video. And I think that covers everything for the collision so far.